Hi, my name is Eric. I'm married to Nyasie, and we have a 8-year-old boy called Ratego.
My name is Mark Kiarie. Farhia Elmoge is my wife, and we are parents to Njamba Njuguna, who just turned 6 months.
Hi, my name is James, James Omitero, and I'm married to Jade Sola James Omitero. Together we parent 2 children, one Tioluanimi James Omitero, she's 9, and Oluwatofumi James Omitero, she's 5, and we have 1 baby on the way.
Hello, my name is Eric Mwangi Rungu. I am married to one Mercy Wanjogo Ndongo Irongo, and together we've been blessed with a daughter. She's called Gakenia Wanjiru Irungu. She's now 11 months and 13 days old.
One word will be difficult, but if I have to pick one, I'd say intentional. Nyasie really takes a lot of time to think through how Ratego will be raised. She's very structured and takes a lot of time to think about Bible study and praying with him in the evening. So I find that she's been very intentional as a mom.
I would say she's deeply caring and extremely hands-on.
Magnanimous. My wife celebrates the success of her friends in a way that I've never seen anyone else do. And it's one thing that I'm learning from her.
One word to describe Mercy as a mother is benevolent. She has such a big heart. In the few months that we have been parents together, she gives of herself 100% to the care of our daughter.
I'll get in trouble for not saying she's a super mom every day, but I think one of the most trying periods of our parenting journey was when Ratego was born, when he was younger. He's now 8, but when he was much younger and couldn't speak, the only way he could express himself was through crying, and he's a very expressive child. And I found that period very difficult to deal with. But Nyasie had a lot of grace and a lot of patience with him, and really walked through that season, which was very difficult for me, with a lot of intentionality and taking care of our little boy.
Wow, there's a time our son Jamba had some stomach and reflux issues, and Farhia was up for, I think, 36 hours. So I think I really appreciated that, seeing that she was just there watching over the baby, holding him up for hours at a time without even sitting down, just to make sure he can be able to burp well and to make sure he can be able to at least get some sleep.
There was this one time that I had to take over responsibilities in the kitchen because my wife had to travel for work, and so I found out how hard it is and how much time it takes to get kids ready for school and how difficult it is, to juggle all those things together in one morning and get them ready, books in one place, homework done, lunch prepared, packed, all those things ready in such a short amount of time. It was a lot for me. I was really pleased when she returned.
I think Mercy is a super mom every day because of how she's able to manage the whole household and our daughter's routine. For example, we went for a road trip when she was around 6 months old, and we literally carried the whole house. But even on the road, she ensured that we stuck to the routine. So we'd have to park the car on the side of the road, and she'll be able to deal with her full routine, try and put her to sleep, try and feed her. With this structure, it has really helped with how Wanjiru has been growing. We've seen her developing quite fast. She's already hitting her milestones at slightly an earlier period than we're expecting, and I think the way Mercy is able to apply herself and be present in her life every day has really helped her in doing this.
Oh, that's an interesting one. I think that mothers carry a lot of what is called mental load when it comes to motherhood. They think about a lot of very many things that keep the house running and keep a child's schedule, for example, running, that we don't naturally do as fathers, and we should. And I think that's one of the things that is so powerful about having a mother who really takes some time to think about what are the things that you need to do. Have you eaten? Are you taken care of in the right way? Not that we don't take care of our children as fathers, but I think there's a lot more that mothers carry as mental load that some fathers don't naturally carry.
Wow, I'd say nurturing newborns is widely underappreciated. When a baby comes into this world, they can't move by themselves, they can't eat by themselves, and they can't even speak. So they're totally reliant on the parents, and in this case, the mom, to do everything, right? So I think that phase, 0 to 2 years old, that's when you really see what a mother can be able to do. And one thing we've realized is, you can never really understand that until you become a parent yourself. Then you really start to appreciate some of the things that your mother used to do when you were much younger. When, to do anything, even eat, you needed her help.
I think it's the ability to have everyone in their mental space, which means like they're always thinking about everyone's well-being and how to make sure everyone is fine, settled, comfortable. And when I say everyone, I mean even my friends who are coming to visit. My wife she's always thinking about how they can be comfortable when they get here. I don't even think half of it for my friends. She's way ahead in that regard, and I think a lot of mothers have trained themselves to not just think about themselves, but to think about the people within their nuclear family, and also the people related to those people, and how everyone can be comfortable and and well. It's a lot.
Seeing how Mercy has been involved in Wanjiro's life just shows how much input is required when raising a child, especially in the early years, the formative years. I don't think people really appreciate how much work is needed to prepare a child to enter into a life where they start being independent. And I think it's grossly underestimated or underrepresented in how much mothers have to apply themselves in the lives of their children. Every day I'm in school, just seeing how she's able to do this with such ease, such grace, and with a lot of love. And so with that, I really appreciate even what my mom did for me without me knowing, and what mothers out there are doing for their children.
I think this season is a difficult season for you. We notice and appreciate that, especially with everything that's going on at work. I understand the pressures that you have as a mother, a working mother with a very, very tough and demanding job. But I just wanted to know that we see you and we appreciate you, everything that you do, and that everything you're doing is not lost. It's for building a better future for us and for our son, and that you still get time to do some very intentional things like take him to school and be with him in the evening, and that's all not lost. So appreciate you for all the work that you're doing and for being the mother that you are.
So Farhia, thank you so much for taking the time to make sure Jamba receives the best possible care. To me, every day I see you as a super mom. All the hours you put in, all the times you wake up in the middle of the night, I don't think I've seen that in you before, and I really appreciate it. And I just want you to know that you're deeply valued and you're doing the most noble work there is.
I know sometimes I can be very demanding, very, I've said it several times to her that I can be very tough to live with, because I see the potential of what she can become, and I'm always pushing and always encouraging, but I would like to let her know now in front of everyone that she's making a lot of progress. She's grown a lot since we got married. She's been, maybe I should say, you have been an awesome mother. You've been a great wife, and to me, you are irreplaceable.
Mercy, hi. I'm on TV for the first time. I just wanted to take this opportunity to say how blessed I am. If you don't hear it enough from me, I am really blessed because of who you are and what you've done in our lives and how you take care of our daughter and the way you've purposed to be a present mother, to not delegate a lot of things, to take a lot of time to slowly guide her as she's been growing the past 1 year. And we really appreciate that about you, and we love you, and we will continue to be available and present in any way that you want us to be, to help you and for us to be able to walk this journey of parenthood together that we have just started. You are blessed of God. You have wisdom beyond your years. And as I said, you have such a huge heart, and don't take it for granted. So yeah, thank you.